Hello and welcome to this second session looking at the Preston Passport. It is quite important that you finish the first video in this series, so if you haven't watched that one yet, please jump back on this playlist and watch that before moving on. In this session, we're going to be looking at finishing off the first post that we started last week before looking at how we can add media items, particularly pictures, into the post that we upload. Last time we looked at the Preston Passport. The Preston Passport is an online portfolio where you will store your successes, hopes and reflections on key events during your time with us. So once a fortnight in AM time you will be in an IT room and you'll be expected to upload some form of content onto your Preston Passport, and that will build up over time to give you a real record of achievement during your time with us. That will be really helpful when it comes to applications for things like colleges, sixth forms or apprenticeships, and we're also going to utilise it quite heavily within applications for head students and the senior student teams moving forward. So last lesson you should have learnt how to log into your Preston Passport, and that is done through the student portal. You should have deleted your example post and then created a new one. On that new post, you should have outlined 3 targets for the year, and those could be inside or outside of school, although it would be good if at least one of them were related to your studies at Preston. Finally, you should have categorised and then published that post. So here we are on the student portal. This is the home page when you log into a computer and bring up the internet. And last week we said that to access your portfolio, you would scroll down and click the portfolio button here. Now that's going to bring you up an example portfolio. This is one that I've created for you. It's really important that to access yours, you click the link in the grey bar. A couple of you had issues where you were trying to log into the example passport, so make sure you click that link there, which will take you to your portfolio. So here is mine. You can see that last time I started to write my aims for the year, I categorised that against ambition, so that when I go up to the enterprise skill option, I've got ambition there. I haven't tagged any subjects yet, so the subject bit is blank, and we'll look at how we can sort that in a moment. To log in, we scroll to the bottom and we click the Login to Admin Portal button. That's going to log you into the back end of your site, and it's only you that's got access to that. We're going to go to Posts and All Posts, and that's where we should find our post from last year. I can see the title and again the categories that I put that against. We're going to want to edit that post today, so I'm going to click Edit, and that's going to load me up my post. Now, one mistake that a couple of you made last time is that you tagged your post and you were typing in your subjects. You don't ever need to use the tags. You want to go into the categories section here and tick which enterprise skills you think it relates to and any subjects that you think it relates to. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do today is make sure you've finished off your post. Quite a lot of those were lacking in detail and not tagged against any of the enterprise skills. So take a couple of minutes in a moment to finish off your post and then check your categories. After that, we're going to want to upload an image into our portfolio. Now we can add an image by clicking where it says type to choose a new block. And in there we can see all of these different blocks that we can upload. So there's lots of things there you can upload into your Preston Passport. You can click Browse All and you can see a wide range of different things that you can post, including things like Twitter feeds, YouTube videos, Spotify accounts. There's lots of different things in there. What we want to add today is an image. So I'm going to click plus, and you should see image as one of the defaults. But if you don't, start typing the word image and we can select the image block. Now this is what you use to upload a picture to any of your posts, and that's going to be quite important moving forward as most of your posts will have an image. You can then click upload, and at that point you're going to need to go into your workspace and find a picture that you've saved. So today you're just going to upload a random picture that's related to your aims. So you'll go online, you'll save that image, and you'll utilize this screen then within your workspace to upload an image. Your image should then appear in that box. And that's where your picture will come up. When you finish, it's really important that we click Update in the top right-hand corner. That will post your updated post onto your portfolio, and you can click Preview to see what that's going to look like. So I'll outline this again in a moment, but today you need to log into your portfolio, finish your post, and make sure that you've added an image by having a play around with the image block. If you finish early, you can look at what other blocks are in there. For example, we can add a picture gallery, and if you click Browse All, you can have a bit of a play around with some other post types there to really jazz up your initial post. So what would I like you to do today? I'd like you to log into your Preston Passport, please, and first of all, make sure that your first post is finished. Your AM will be going through and having a look at some of those after this session, so it is quite important you have finished that, it's categorized properly, and you've published it. I'd then like you to jump online, and I'd like you to find an image that's related to your first post, and I'd like you to have a go at adding a media block and then uploading an image into that post. Okay, so that's really to practice and make sure that you're happy with how images work, as they're quite important for next week. Finally, make sure you publish that post and that it appears properly on your Preston Passport, please. So that is your task for today. There's one more slide quickly where we're going to look at a quick homework for next week, but that's what you need to do today, and your AM will leave that up on the screen in a moment. Finally, for next week, you need to bring, please, one picture of one piece of work that you are proud of from your studies so far this academic year. That can come from any subject, but must be from this year. So, over the next 2 weeks, you need to choose a piece of work that you're proud of and take a picture of that on a mobile phone, tablet, or something like that. Now, I'm quite aware not all of you will have a phone. Your AM may well be able to assist, so if you were to bring your book to an AM time, your AM may well be able to take that picture for you. Even better, if you've got a friend who's got a mobile phone, if you could ask them to take a picture of your work for you. That's going to be really important for next week. You're going to be uploading a reflection on why you're proud of that work and what enterprise skills you've utilised while making that work. So it's really important that for next week you have a photograph of some work you're really proud of, and you'll need to email that over to your school email address. I'm going to post that onto the Year Team Google Classroom, so please do make sure you've got that ready to go for 2 weeks' time. Thank you very much.